Being on this website and a commentary channel, I see trends come and go pretty quickly, but being a commentary channel means that I see hated people more than any other community. The people I'm going to mention in today's video are people that have all experienced targeted hate. Whether you think it's deserved, I shall leave up to you. Dream is someone I'm sure you all know at this point. He needs no introduction because we all know his little face. Dream is someone that basically had an ego before they even got big on the platform. Maybe not in an arrogant way, but in a cocky way to show how he knew he was going to blow up. And this is something that has been self-admitted.
I was like the biggest asshole in terms of like bragging, but like before I did YouTube, like I have messages to me to George and like my friend Lakota back then and stuff saying like yeah, you'll see me in 6 months when I'm big on YouTube. We were just bantering and stuff.
Some people saw this as Dream being a douchebag, like Critical, who was quite vocal about it on his podcast.
Yeah, so Charlie, continue. Why is he so spoiled or whatever you were saying? Well, I was just saying, I thought Kai didn't believe he had an ego. I was just going to say, because I went on a podcast with him and he was telling this story about, like, he always knew he was going to blow up and his advice to up-and-comers was to be super confident to the point of arrogance.
2020 was a big year for Dream since this was the year his name was everywhere. But with loads of money and millions of subscribers came the bad side. Dream found himself into drama when it came down to his fans. In 2020, Minecraft streamed their new update to show all the new added stuff that was going to be in the game. If some of you weren't aware, Minecraft would do a vote for a new mob that they were going to be adding to the game. All the people had to do is vote on which one they would prefer. So they asked on Twitter with a poll. It was between the ice lodger and the glowing squid. While this was happening, Dream decided to tweet, "Vote for the glow squid." So the glow squid won the vote because of Dream's fans spammed voting the glow squid. This caused most of the people who didn't want the glow squid to start spamming Dream with #CancelDream. Other people were just saying how they unsubscribed. Dream eventually responded with a Reddit post saying he did it because Minecraft YouTubers were using their fan base to do the same thing for other mobs. The way most people saw this situation is that what Dream did was just annoying, but it wasn't really something to cry about. What this showed to some people is how Dream can lead a big audience to get what he wants. If some of you aren't aware of Dream's content, he pretty much made his entire career by speedrunning Minecraft. This was pretty much how most people got to find Dream, through his impressive runs of the game. And Dream decided to do a 1.16 speedrun of the game and ended up becoming number 5 in the entire world. But many people were speculating that Dream had cheated and what he had achieved was wrong. Dream had tried to submit his speedrun to make it an official record on the website Minecraft Speedrun. Well, the official website denied Dream because they thought he had cheated and thought that some of the plays Dream did should have been literally impossible. We would like to apologise for taking so long to address this issue, being both far more complicated and high profile than previous situations. We wanted to be sure to handle this properly and ensure that we made the correct decision. We have decided to reject Dream was taken 1924 in 1.16 RSG. It has been demonstrated beyond any reasonable doubt to be illegitimate. After that, they released a 29 Google document showing how it would have been impossible to do what Dream did, and one of the moderators made a video going into detail on how Dream cheated.
This isn't exactly a good look. Across 6 streams, Dream bartered 262 times and got 42 pearl traits, which when plugged into the formula comes in at 1 in 177 billion. Guess what else has a random drop chance in speedruns? Blaze rods. Anyone want to guess what Dream's blaze luck was? 1 in 113 billion. Again, we go into this in much more detail in the paper, and we don't have much time to talk about it here, but the blazes pretty much follow the same logic as the pearls. Here's a graph showing the other runners, and it's pretty obvious they haven't learned how to get Dream lucky.
Dream responded on Twitter by saying he didn't cheat and how all of this is BS. So Dream decided to respond in a video where he gets someone who studied in Harvard University and has a PhD and is practicing astrophysicist and an expert in statistics.
I'm not that good at math, and I'm sure a lot of you watching this may not be either, so I found somebody who is amazing at math and specializes in probability to help get to the bottom of it. Bill Nye, the science guy. Yes, you heard me right. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. That's a joke. A professor with a PhD that graduated from Harvard that's actually a practicing astrophysicist that is an expert in statistics and astrostatistics. After reaching out to this expert, he insisted that if he was going to do this analysis, that I must agree to release his findings regardless of if they made me look good or they made me look bad. Knowing that I'm innocent, I agreed. The mod team is a group of respectable people, but they're also young and a group of volunteers, so it's hard to fault them for making mistakes when compared to a full-time professional with a specific expertise in a field like this. After extensive research into the mod's math and the logic and reasoning behind this math, the expert found that the math was off.
yeah, Dream did cheat. Around 5 months after this video, Dream not only deleted his defense video, he made a tweet addressing the speedrun. He pretty much admits that he cheated, but claims that he didn't know that it was a cheat because he forgot a mod was on which made the game easier to speedrun. Most people saw this as a finally moment since it wasn't a deep secret. So Dream did cheat in Minecraft, the game that made him popular, and due to Dream's huge influence and YouTube power, he pretty much gets called out for anything. I mean, people were literally trying to cancel Dream because he used Native American music in his Manhunt video, and people decided to say he was racist.
Run so far. Where are
That
we?
man,
We at
I'm
1,000
God.
already.
Oh, come here, Dream.
Oh my god.
So this led to him making a video stating how he isn't a racist. Dream didn't take this lightly and was fighting back against these people calling him these things, but he decided to double down when he realized it was the easiest thing to do, so he proceeded to call himself the arsehole.
I was being an asshole on Twitter this morning. I woke up and the first thing I see is people messaging me telling me to kill myself and that I'm a horrible person, I'm a racist, and all this stuff from us yesterday during the war stream, doing a war cry whenever somebody donated to me and said do a war cry, and then I did a war cry, and then so did Sapnap and George. And so the first thing that I woke up to was that, essentially, and that's not something fun to wake up to. And I got upset and I tweeted out like, if you're offended, F off, or something like that. And obviously that's not to the people that are offended by me doing a war cry. There was a tweet about it that is fine, it was respectful, people were being respectful about it and saying, oh, like they're offended and that it's appropriating Native American culture and stuff like that. And obviously I have no intention to do that, and I had no intention to do that. I was referencing, and I think that both Saptap and George, when I asked them, they thought the same exact thing. SpongeBob, when SpongeBob goes victory screech, and other times did other stuff like that.
He has also been doxxed, and the way Dream was doxxed should honestly scare you. Someone asked on Twitter if Dream could do a house tour, and someone responded with a tweet of Dream's actual address. Dream responded by saying that the dox was actually true. Honestly, when it comes to Dream drama, we can be here all day, because the actual criticism against Dream becomes a nothing burger. Personally, I'm not a fan of Dream, but I feel sorry that he literally can't do most things without offending someone. Dream unfortunately became one of the biggest punching bags for easy to make content, and I don't blame the channel for reporting on this outrageous Twitter problem we have. If you haven't heard of the YouTuber JellyBean, I'm going to assume that you have only just found the website. Back in March this year, she was the talk of the town, with her channel now at 3 million subscribers and a very loyal fan base. And what is there to hate about her? Well, she is just simply annoying. JellyBean started a trend where she wanted the most comments to be on her YouTube short, with the comment being, "It's not a mistake, it's a masterpiece." This started to get out of hand once people started commenting it onto every YouTube video they could find. So the commentary community seeing this rubbed both their hands together and set off making hundreds of videos on her, myself included. People such as Dumpy, Achito, and The Beak were some of the most popular people making videos on her. These videos would become very popular in the algorithm, leading the people who made one video on JellyBean to go to the extra mile and make more on her. I myself decided to do one video on her, and the others being about other PNG YouTubers that were becoming popular at the time and were basically copying her style. People like Jaden decided to defend JellyBean since they saw her content as just silly child behavior.
Honestly, I don't see the big deal. And if you want to say that she has toxic fans, well, welcome to the Minecraft community. Maybe I'll make a video on them, okay? Maybe they deserve to be called out in a commentary video. But just like with Dream, most people don't blame creators for the fan base that they have. Like, it would be different if she was actually like supporting what they do. So maybe I got this entire thing wrong. Let me know in the comments down below. I really don't see a problem with this person at all.
But one thing I want to point out in my video is that I never bullied a child. This was something I was really getting a lot at the time, but in reality, she is a year younger than me. Some people decided to call me out for milking JellyBean for views, and my response at the time was just, yeah, it was. The way I justified it was that the videos were not all about the same thing, where 2 of them were just me and Jaden having a back and forth. But to the people who actually hated her based on her content are just unhinged weirdos. Something I just want to quickly respond to is when Critical said this about me when reacting to Sunny V2's video on JellyBean. She started her channel basically copying Dream. Like, she even used his speedrun music, and it wasn't even used in an ironic sense. Nah, she was just trying to replicate that sweet Minecraft success.
Oh my god, I'm like Dream.
Even going so far as to name.
I like a lot of the people in the commentary community. I think there's a lot of really good ones out there. But that criticism as a commentary YouTuber is the most hypocritical shit ever. The majority of the commentary YouTubers are all Leafy clones, if you want to get like in the weeds of it. They all either just surf in CSGO, just blatantly surf in CSGO while providing commentary on Nothing Burgers, or play some other game in the background while providing commentary on Nothing Burgers. So to say that she's copying someone and that makes her a bad person is absolutely worthless coming from a commentary YouTuber doing the same thing. Or yeah, like Cluster Truck's another one that I see a lot of them play.
Clearly by watching that response from Critical, we can see it isn't directed at me, just the community in general. Because all the criticism he gave on the commentary community has nothing to do with my JellyBean video, since there's no CSGO gameplay. People like me making videos on her realized that what was happening was a bad thing eventually. Not because of my videos, but because of the viewers they were attracting. JellyBean ended up being doxxed. The person who doxed JellyBean tried to dox me and threatened to leak it. This was because I defended JellyBean in one of my videos. Also, this would actually be a good time to talk about JellyBean's face reveal that actually did happen. So not too long ago, some loser decided to dox JellyBean and leak her face. Now this person is obviously taking this JellyBean shit way too far. Say what you want about her and the others, but to leak their private information about someone is just completely fucked and sad. The same person that doxed her is trying to dox me at the moment. For proof, he sent me her face and some of JellyBean's private information to do with her family, like her mum's Facebook that got deleted because she had to delete it because shit got way too far. He also did it to Red Velvety, which is just completely fucked. Listen, if you don't like JellyBean to the extent of wanting to dox her, just don't watch her shit because breaking the law isn't going to solve anything. This guy said he only doxes gay people or furries, and I myself are neither of these things, so I don't really know what I did. Also, JellyBean, I don't even know if she's a furry or even, you know, gay. This guy sent me JellyBean's mum's Facebook. That's how he found her in the fucking weeb. Going back to JellyBean's content, it just came out as loud and obnoxious content that was easy to poke fun at. But when her fans went out of control, JellyBean made an effort to stop them going to other people's channels. But I do not think JellyBean deserved to get general hate from people, and I stand by that, believe me. I'm sure most of you have heard of the Pyrocynical drama. You know, sexting a minor that he allegedly didn't know was a minor. I made a video that goes into the situation more, so if you wish to give that a watch, I shall leave a link in the description box down below. So when the Pyrocynical allegations were originally dropped, people were automatically on Pyro's side, which for heavy allegations like these are very rare. The recent Boy in the Band allegations are a good example for this. I mean, these girls came out with a Reddit post but provide no screenshots of any kind of evidence that would incriminate him, but proof is normally a good start. Ivory came out with screenshots of Pyro's old Discord account which he took down. People refused to believe it could have been Pyro since the guy built a pretty solid reputation when it came to his online presence. But when Pyro confirmed on his Reddit that these messages are real, people started looking deeper into them. This was probably one of the most flip-floppy situations when it came to whose side people were on, since public opinion at this point was all over the place, which led to many people making retarded claims. People like Diesel Patches made 3 videos on the situation, one of them being uploaded 30 minutes after his original response video. Well, due to him feeling like some parts were wrong, he decided to delete all 3 of his videos on Pyrocynical, and he decided to make a video called I've Messed Up, where he apologized to Pyro and Ivory because of how he flip-flopped between one another.
Alright, so I know you guys are tired of hearing about this situation to death, but my last video didn't sit right with me, and obviously didn't sit right with the majority of you. So I want to take this opportunity to fully apologize to both Pyro and Ivory for the way I've handled this situation. There were multiple times when I had to retract information from the video, whether it was me editing a portion out of the video or removing it entirely. I mean, my latest video I had to upload 3 times because the first time I uploaded there was something in there I didn't want to include, so I made another version of the video and accidentally uploaded the original video instead of my edited version, so I had to re-upload that video again. Like, I've just handled this whole situation so fucking poorly, and I'm very sorry for that.
I mean, in one of Diesel's videos, he refers to Ivory as a girl, since he just didn't look into it as well as he could have. And believe me when I say this, Pyro did get shit in this situation. Not even necessarily for the whole Ivory thing. This was just him being sexually attracted to furries. The massive outrageous hate that avoided Pyro, though, landed on another person that tried to simply give his take on the situation. Turkey Tom got so much shit and hate on this situation to the point where it doesn't even matter to what he said in his 3rd video. Even in my video where I say he isn't a groomer or a pedophile, I still get people defending that he isn't one. They are winning an argument I never made. Tom had to leave the internet for 2 months since he was getting shat on everywhere he was. In Tom's final video, he decided to apologize to Pyro, comparing him to red kiwis. The only time Pyro has addressed Turkey Tom was when he said on his stream that Tom never apologized in general.
Turkey Tom was at the start of the video. Did he ever apologize? No. Lamau.
I think the Pyro situation always reminds me of how people will only go with allegations like these if it is someone they personally don't like. I think most of us know if this was someone like KSI or Logan Paul, they would get absolutely slaughtered. The vegan teacher began her time on TikTok, where she decided to stand outside McDonald's while singing a song about how eating animals is wrong.
3, 2, 1, sing! Eating animals is wrong, McDonald's. Hurting animals is wrong, McDonald's. Share this song and change your entire menu to be vegan from now on.
To many people, it was just easy content to take the piss out of, so many commentary channels decided to call her out for just being a cringe old lady. From this video alone, she didn't seem to be a very toxic person, but this all changed for the worse when her video blew up and she began using her platform pushing veganism in almost in every video of hers. She decided to state that she would no longer be an organ donor. Her reasoning was because she only wanted to give her organs to a vegan animal rights activist.
Hi everyone. Before becoming a teacher, a school teacher, I worked as a nurse for 25 years. And I always talked about the importance of signing our organ donor cards. But this year, for the first time in my life, I have decided not to sign it. And here's why. I realize how despicable society is, how many evil people are out there, especially since coming to TikTok, even more so. And I've decided that there's no way on earth that I want any of you to ever get my organs if I die. The only people I would ever want would be vegan animal rights activists, because I will give those organs to those people and I know they will not be murdering animals to put into that body that would have been saved. The rest of you will just continue to live and keep murdering animals. So I just wanted to let you know that it's really disappointing, but it's come to this.
Personally, I don't see the big deal in that, since people can do what they want with their organs. It might be a retarded reason, but it's her reason, so I don't really care about it, and I doubt many others do. What people did decide to care about is when she was being very creepy around Tommy innit. Tommy uploaded a video onto TikTok where he says how he's surrounded by women at his college.
Hello TikTok. I'm at college and surrounded by women.
The vegan teacher decided to respond to Tommy, saying how he needs to get a vegan girlfriend.
Don't be scared, Tommy. Just follow that meat teacher, Miss Tofu. She'll help you find a nice vegan girl who will teach you what to do.
Many people thought it was strange for a 56-year-old woman to be telling a 16-year-old to get a vegan girlfriend while she is vegan. Tommy's fans decided to duet the vegan teacher on TikTok, where they punch the camera and just make fun of her for being weird. The vegan teacher didn't take light to this situation and decided to make a video saying how she can talk to Tommy because she is a teacher.
What the f is the matter with you guys? You're losing your minds. I saw some of the duets that you guys did to that little 15-second video I did for him. You know, the one where I was just trying to encourage him to become vegan? What the f are you guys doing? Some of you are crying. Some of you are punching the camera, going f***ing crazy. You're like, f off, stay away from Tommy. You know, he's at college. I'm a teacher. I'm allowed to talk to him. You know what you should be crying about? The on all of your plates. You've never been through any wars. You've never suffered. You have no idea about the world. If that's gonna make you cry, God help the next generation. You guys are f***ed up.
I mean, my maths teacher was a teacher, but he was, well, let's just say he's in prison now. So instead of leaving Tommy alone, she decided to go after him again on TikTok. Tommy uploaded a video where he shows 2 YouTube play buttons, and the vegan teacher decided to respond with this video on TikTok.
Hello TikTok, I got 2 more golden play buttons today that I'm going to show to girls if they come round. Because they do.
Tommy, the nice vegan girls don't want to see your buttons. But if you want them to play with your buttons, you're gonna have to show them your fruits and your vegetables.
The vegan teacher also thought it was a good idea to promote veganism while pretending to be Dream on TikTok, and many of Dream's fans were not happy about this since she called his character a circumcised penis.
Now, to me, he just looks like a little penis. A penis that was circumcised. And that's not right.
She also decided it was a good idea to say that coming out as an LGBTQ community was not as hard as coming out as vegan.
Coming out as a vegan animal rights activist, as somebody who cares beyond themselves, is much more special than it is to come out as a member of the LGBTQ community. Coming out as a member of the LGBTQ community is an entirely selfish act. It's talking about you only. It's not talking about the things that you're going to do to better the world. Coming out as an animal rights activist is talking about the animals, others, not just you. In fact, it is a completely unselfish thing to do.
This was because she claimed that it was selfish to do so. Her reasoning was because when you come out as gay, you are only talking about yourself. She was also a very obvious attention seeker. This became apparent when she went after people like Gordon Ramsay and George Not Found for no reason. YouTubers across this platform have been punching bags in some sort of way in their career, whether that goes for the comments or a giant hate mob. YouTube punching bags are the trend that the commentary community love to eat up. I myself am definitely guilty of these actions, whether the community thinks they found the next groomer or the next abuser. One thing we can all agree on is this: it must suck to be the punching bag. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to become a channel member, where you can get a shout out in the next video and get exclusive channel posts about my next videos. Or if you don't care about any of those things, just drop a super thanks. Or if you don't want to do any of those, just touch some grass. I've been Wacky TV, and until next time, see ya.